Abdullah bin Laden arrived 2021. Hamza bin Laden returned in 2022 as well to Afghanistan. Saif al-Adel and Hamza al-Ghamdi, they are the two major guys in al-Qaeda's leadership. They run mainly everything.
What are some of the leadership changes that you're seeing within that organization right now?
Yeah, they are continuously changing, but there are significant changes what we could observe. One of them is that they became more goal orientated and less rule orientated. So that's why
More goal orientated
yeah.
and less rule
Yes.
orientated. What does that mean?
They focus so much on operations to carry out the attacks, to do their own business. So if you see Osama bin Laden or Ayman al-Zawahiri, they were also fighters, okay, mainly Osama bin Laden, not Zawahiri, but they were this kind of soft guys, running around Afghanistan with the AK-47. Zawahiri, always about these religious speeches. So he was more a preacher, excellent strategist, of course, but the new leadership is more mission focused, and they are so fast. I mean, they returned. Abdullah bin Laden arrived 2021. Saif al-Adel, who is the chief of the external operations of al-Qaeda, returned in 2022. Hamza bin Laden returned in 2022 as well to Afghanistan. Saif al-Adel and Hamza al-Ghamdi, they are the two major guys in al-Qaeda's leadership. They run mainly everything. And they are battle-hardened fighters. I mean, Saif al-Adel himself is coming from the Special Operation Forces.
Are you serious? The people that the U.S. trained?
No, he was in the Egyptian Special Forces.
Okay.
He was in Sudan, Yemen, Libya. He fought, against the Soviet troops in Afghanistan. The guy is a genius, and he is cold. And he is just marching to execute the mission. He is talking about, we know that from meetings, what they had. Of course, he is devoted himself to Allah. His life is the jihad, but it's a military guy. So when we talk about operation planning, it's a military guy.
Do they have different tiers within the organization? Do they have like how U.S. military set up? They have tier 1 organizations, being Team 6, Delta. They have conventional forces, the infantry. Is it broken up like that into tiered units?
Not in al-Qaeda.
Okay.
Not in al-Qaeda. It's what they did is that they prepared and trained, the fighters, the attackers for Europe and for America to carry out the attacks, and very, very well planned operation. If you just see, what we've been talking about. And what I can see from them is that they even told us, let me quote you Saif al-Adel from 2023 November. This is what he wrote. We are facing this major shift in the global jihadist path and facing a radical change in rules of fighting on the occasion of the opportunity of the century that may occur only once or twice in a lifetime. We call on our Islamic peoples everywhere to fight this battle, which is the most important Islamic step. So they even are telling us they are changing. And if you see the previous attacks, you could see how the Hamas attack was already more brutal. It was extremely organized. I talked to former colleagues from the US Special Forces, and I asked them, what's your opinion? And they said, wow, they were extremely organized and synchronized what they did in Israel, the Hamas says. And if you see, it was several raids at the same time.
We're going to start seeing that everywhere.
Yeah. And you know, when I talk to other analysts, this is what I can see. It's kind of I don't know, it's a tendency now that, no, that doesn't fit al-Qaeda's profile, you know, oh, that doesn't fit Saif al-Adel, it doesn't fit it, you know, these old dogmas. And if you see, al-Qaeda it's a terrorist organization, but it's part of nature. So it learns, adapts, and evolves. So why are we just denying that? It's just acting as part of nature.
Have they ever been more effective than they are now?
Well, I was really surprised the changes and the achievement, what they have reached during the last 2 years. And they are stronger than prior 9/11. They have more money, they are more organized, they are more trained. I mean, just to see the training what the fighters have received, and they are still receiving, okay? So they haven't stopped training fighters. That's scary. I mean, just to look at their equipment.
Yeah, it's all our equipment.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah,
U.S. equipment.
Mainly, yeah. Mainly.
I was going somewhere. I'm trying to regain my train of thought. The info that you're putting out is it's hard to keep a thought. It's hard to keep a thought. Can you explain what the Islamic Army is and who all is involved?
Yeah. It was 2023 November when it was right after the Hamas attack when I started to track movements of fighters. So the Taliban, al-Qaeda, and the Iranians, they moved fighters to Syria, Iraq, and it was extremely organized. I mean, they used airlines. So it's not even just cars, airlines. And then I started to see...
What do you mean they used airlines? I know that's on the outline.
Yes,
about the airlines.
Right after the Hamas attack, the Taliban sent fighters to Iran, to IRGC, Iranian Revolutionary Guard bases. They took planes there, and Iran flew them to Damascus. It was before the 19th of October, because we just put the information to the system. Listen, guys, massive fighters flow are going to Damascus, and they are going by airplanes.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.